everyone, it's me, Cupid83.
And Barbie0913.
And today we have a bit of a collection close-up, so to speak, here for you on My Twinn. So My Twinn is a unique doll line that actually had quite a few years of success, that unfortunately the company crumbled relatively quickly. But for a while there, it was like riding high. It was the thing to get for Christmas.
It was like right after Pleasant Company kind of sold out to Mattel, and then you saw them get their rise, and then they plummeted.
So we're gonna do a quick video here where we show off what we have from My Twinn, talk about kind of why we liked it, talk about our My Twins, and give you a brief history on kind of what happened with the company. There are websites out here that detail My Twins history, like to the T. I'll link to them in the description area, so forgive me if I say something wrong, because there's a lot of like information when you look up My Twinn. There's a lot of different eras.
There are.
So we will start with the beginning here. My Twinn was founded in 1993 by a doctor named John Karadika. The doctor had noticed that when children went in for surgery or to the doctor's office, they had a doll with them, and they tended to like dolls that were similar to them in looks.
Oh.
And from there, he started My Twinn.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, I didn't know that either. So he made dolls in the child's likeness as an emotional support aid for when you were going into the doctor's office, which is a really good, I think, foundation for the company. The original dolls are referred to by collectors as Apple Valley dolls, because I think that has something to do with the people that were doing faces and the like face molds and that sort of thing. In 1995, this doctor actually sold the company to a different company. It started out in California somewhere, then it moved to Denver, hence the Denver era dolls.
Oh, I see.
So,
this is
era
all
2.
new to me.
I know. So era 2, collectors will refer to as Denver dolls, which these will fall under because we got them relatively soon after 1995.
They have a white body.
Exactly. They brought in a sculptor, Carl Quilter, who worked on the original sculpts, and then they brought in this guy named Vincent DeFilippo.
See, that name I know. They talk about it all the time in the Facebook group, his name.
Yeah, so he did the original sculpts, and he kind of knew like the different sides, like different elements that would be on a child's face and that sort of thing. So in 1996, they really became My Twinn. That's when My Twinn like really took off. With My Twinn, what was nice about them, which we haven't actually said, is they made personalized dolls. So what you would do is you would send in your two pictures of yourselves. You'd fill out this form. You do your eye color, any sort of facial features that are that you would want on your doll, that sort of thing. And so it was truly a unique creation. And they actually staffed people who would choose like the face shape from the dolls.
Yeah.
They had actual artists working on the faces to make it unique to the to make it like the picture that you sent in. So it was pretty cool.
Interesting, yeah.
Pretty neat undertaking. And it resulted in a lot of unique looking dolls.
It was hard though, because the sheet would show the arch of the eyebrow, or it would show the coloring of the eyebrow, and I have trouble like looking from one color to another color. So if you're doing hair color, you didn't quite know if you got one that was actually more red or if it was more brown. It was hard to tell on the sheet.
Yeah, well, even with just the catalog, how it was printed.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, it would be hard, but they had your picture to go off of too.
Right.
So at least face shape and things that maybe you didn't pick 100% accurately, they could tweak. Originally, a lot of the production was done in Denver. Then as they got more popular, they started outsourcing some of like the mold making and some of like the basic painting to China. And then they would send those molds back from China to Denver so that their doll artists in Denver could go and tweak things that they got wrong. So if the eyebrows were a little messed up or they were too basic, then the artists at Denver would like fix the eyebrows, or I think they put the eyes and stuff in too in Denver, but don't quote me on that. But they were using really nice high quality wigs, high quality eyes, good vinyl, and the painting was pretty unique, and they were doing the hairstyling and all that stuff.
Yeah, the hairstyling was interesting.
Yeah. So the one website I said called it Golden Age, and I probably would agree.
Golden Age.
The golden age of My Twinn was 96 to 2001. So by 2000, the quality had slipped, sales were down, options had disappeared, they'd cut their head mold choices down by more than half. The eye quality was just not good, some eyes started turning pink, vinyl was not good, the head molds were kind of smaller. So there are differences between like those made in like the late 90s or the mid 90s to the late 90s and those made in the 2000s.
But you'll notice that with the cheap eyes changing color on a lot of different doll lines.
Yeah.
It just got really cheapy on that.
Yeah, even really expensive ones that
Yeah.
you would think would not do that.
Yeah.
By 2003, the Better Business Bureau had so many complaints that the company that owned my twin had to involuntarily file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. It was bad. They were taking money for dolls that they never shipped. Like, they were just shipping random dolls to people that didn't look like the child in question. It was bad. So they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah,
it was just like,
terrible.
they were so good for a while and then
It's a
crash.
shame.
Someone actually bought the company from the bankruptcy proceedings. And so everything moved to Virginia, which is when the Virginia era comes into play. So if you see an eBay listing and it says Virginia era, my twin doll, it's because another company bought it, and that was eToys. The parent company, also eToys, they bought it, moved everything to Virginia. Unfortunately, by 2008, they also went bankrupt.
eToys did, right?
eToys went bankrupt. Like
I
the
was
whole
gonna say,
parent
I've heard from
company.
eToys. Okay.
The parent company owned eToys.
Yeah.
And in 2008, everything went bankrupt, including my twin. Those dolls were the same like lackluster quality as like the my twin company was doing before they went bankrupt.
They tried.
They did try.
They tried.
And then in 2009, again, someone bought the brand, and they were still in Virginia, but they were doing pretty well according to the website. Like they were making some strides, but in 2013, they decided to retire these guys in hopes of selling only 18-inch personalized dolls. So it was kind of like
that was the whole point, though, that they were
fighting in
bigger
a
dolls,
right?
Yeah.
Like people liked them because of their
Right.
size. They didn't like them because they
Right.
were 18 inches.
Yeah. Everybody wants 18 inches.
Right. So that was 2013, and by 2015, everything was on sale for like 95% off.
99 cents, 69 cents.
Amazing sales. They were selling limbs and bodies and like all these random
Bodies.
things. And by January 2016, the company was gone.
gone.
So the new Virginia era only lasted from 2009 to like 2015
But aren't some of the molds somewhere?
in China.
Yeah.
So some of the companies in China that used to like make the molds, they saved
Are
them
recasting.
and they started recasting them, and you'll find them on the Chinese market. So there are molds that look like this that you may find on like AliExpress, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's like a really quick history of all the different things you may see if you see one of these listed somewhere. But let's talk about what we have here. So this is a My Twin doll. They're 23 inches tall. They have vinyl and stuffed bodies. So like these are the posable versions, which came out in '97. They have like vinyl
Lots
here
of
down and here
articulation.
down, but they also have like an armature inside of them, so they can pose and sit and stand and do all the good stuff that you would want them to do. The white bodies kind of came to an end around 1999, so these were probably 97 purchases. The tags do say 97 on them.
Well, actually, you were purchased first, and you were probably waited a year or so after.
So maybe it would be between
I need
97
to save money to buy my
Yeah,
own
that's true.
one.
The white bodies that these guys have under their
I have a
shirts
white
here,
body.
you'll see those were produced from like 97 to 1999 or so. So these guys were relatively early in the posable line because the posable ones came out in 97. So these are definitely Denver dolls.
And
They have
she
cute
is
faces.
supposedly, she has root beer eyes.
Root beer eyes. Oh.
The color is root beer eyes.
Ah.
That I know.
You'll never look at root beer the same. You'll be like, that's Cute Beauty 3's eyes.
And mine was the nostalgic one that the old people got to look like when they were little, and then it came in that one pink outfit, which I don't have here, which was so boring, and I wanted them to come out with a line of different clothing, for like from the 40s, from the 50s, from the 60s that you could dress your doll in, but they never did.
Yeah, that was a bummer. They could have made some money doing that. But yeah, this is a doll. They're huge, as you can see, much bigger than like the 18-inch dolls that are so popular today. But they stand on their own and they're really posable, and they just look really nice. They have nice quality eyes and wigs and nice bodies, just in
They
general.
do. They have good bodies.
So we also have some other stuff on the table that is for them. We have some accessories.
See, mine, this should have been a little bit more brown, and when she came, then I saw she had more red in her hair. But what was I going to do? Go send it back to
Send her to the
Lindsay?
doll hospital.
Yeah, go. You couldn't do it at that time. That wouldn't have worked anyway. So it's just a little off, so I have to pretend my hair looked like that color. But otherwise, everything else, the styling was actually me at 7.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Yeah.
So the props are a really nice size for these because they're 23 inches. So like we have the flutes,
That's cool.
which would be really, I mean, that looks like it's scaled properly. And we got most of these when they were going out of business.
Yeah.
Or when they were, doing their massive sale.
Their
Not
big
saying they were going out of business, but it was
But
kind of
suddenly it's like a
obvious.
Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
And you could buy kids clothing that would match your My Twin clothing. So even that stuff was 99 cents, 96 cents for a shirt, for a skirt.
Yeah, it was a really great sale.
It was a good birthday, Christmas gift for my littlest niece.
So we have like the painter set, we have the easel, or the painter's palette. We have a sketchbook, we have some paints, some paint brushes, pencils. It's a nice little set too, and it's scaled really
It
nicely.
would be if she was sitting at a desk.
Yeah. We have the trophy for the music competition that I think came with the flute.
It did.
And then we have the guitar. So again, a nice little size for these guys.
It is a good size.
They scaled everything pretty well. And then we have tons of clothing because, as we said, the sales were crazy and the clothing was really affordable.
I kind of like date the clothing as being old stock if they don't have Velcro on them. I mean,
Yeah.
but real buttons and real snaps, thank you.
Because they're fabric bodies, keep in mind. So like Velcro would sag them.
And this girl, I had a witch's outfit on, and it had the silly old stupid Velcro on there, and it made a mark on her, and she never had a mark on her
No.
body. Some people cover their dolls with saran wrap or something,
Oh, that's a good
and then
idea.
they put the outfit on, I think.
Yeah, this is definitely an older one.
And this is, we have 2 night outfits.
So cute little outfits there.
This is Velcro. Oh, Velcro.
It's cute.
It's cute. I like this. This has buttons. Nice little dress. Little shirt, unfortunately, has Velcro. Don't put Velcro on something that's supposed to be uber, fancy,
No.
hoity-toity.
No.
These are my favorite though, but yes, this is
Yes.
the one with Velcro on it. A long strip of Velcro.
It's a cool outfit though, and they had this
It
in
is.
like girl sizes too. So like all my cousins have this.
And this came with it, right?
Yes, and the hats.
Or did it come with this one?
Oh
It
yeah,
came with this
green.
one. This is also Velcro. This has a zipper.
That's cute.
And I think that
This is
came in
kinda
an
cute.
outfit for a little girl too. And then pants, and this was your original outfit
Yes.
on yours. And then this is my favorite,
Yeah, that one's really cool.
but it's Velcro too.
It's nice though.
But it looks really good when she's sitting on a horse and you put the back out.
Mm,
It's really pretty. And then it comes with the hat.
yeah, it's a
It's
good
very
winter outfit.
And then the outfit on the body is another one that we
Yeah.
just picked up on clearance.
And I think it came with this, maybe.
Did it come with that?
Maybe.
So this is usually out at Halloween time.
Yes. So while they did the 95% off sale, they were also selling
Bodies, and
bodies
heads.
and heads and
Should have
wigs.
bought heads.
I know, we should have bought the wigs. The
We
people
did buy
were
a few
smart.
wigs,
But we did buy the wigs.
They're like a baby size wig though, for when they came out
Yes.
with the baby ones.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is good during Halloween for like creepy photo ops.
We should have bought heads though. Heads definitely.
Yes.
And then we have socks.
So,
and shoes
yeah.
too.
So this is, I mean, if you have a doll that fits, that is around this size, this clothing is really nice.
Yeah, that was
So-
a really nice outfit.
And just some of the basics, you never know, you may need some.
Right.
And then the other items we have here on the table, we obviously have the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And we brought this out for the scale so you can just see how big their accessories had to be. So this actually fits them laying down, it fits them sitting up.
Well, this is a trundle. You
Oh,
take
yeah.
this part out, and this can be your drawer for your clothing, and then this is the trundle that goes next to it.
So
you have
cool.
another,
And so the bunk bed is like double this size.
which holds a lot of dolls.
Yes, it's good for displaying, but just keep in, like, if you're looking for large scale doll furniture,
Yeah.
look up my Twinn, because it may be worth your while, because they're just really big pieces.
And these go with the double ones, so you put clothes in there or toys in there.
And then they're really nice for a
Yeah.
company that didn't really do so well towards the end. These pieces were actually pretty nice.
I thought the cat would like the bed. Cat never got on the bed, so I don't know. Some people, they use it as a cat bed. And you can see this one is the different body. It's not the white body anymore.
Yes, they went to the tan,
Yeah, the nylon kind of thing.
which makes more sense than a white body.
It does. But then American Girl did that too,
Yeah, it must be the cheapest way to do something at
where you
first.
could see it, yeah.
And then also what we have on the table are the posable pets. So for a while they worked on posable pets. I think the quality of them got like cheaper and cheaper as time went on. I got one of mine pretty early on to the posable pet launch. So my golden retriever here is actually pretty good. He has like articulation in all of his limbs. He has a really good like armature. So he is pretty awesome. And then the cat over there was one of my cousins because I bought them as gifts because I thought they were nice. And then she ended up breaking it, but it could also be because the quality had gone down by that time. The articulation was not as good. But like the tail is broken.
Oh.
Like the tail should have more,
Yeah, well, it has it.
but
This
here
part,
it
this,
should.
yeah, the joint
Yeah.
right there is, it's not in the joint.
So like the faces, I feel like this is a better face. This is more cheapy. But
Well,
they loved it. So
for a
it's
little
fine.
while.
Until it came back to me.
Till they wanted to get rid of it and sell it at a yard sale. And we said, no!
Yeah. It's a little giant cat with them. So I think that's it. That's all of my Twinn stuff that we have.
Thank you to the sale.
Yeah, and you know, it's worth looking into if you're looking for something new to look up on eBay or just to Google and learn more about. It's worth looking into my Twinn. Sometimes I feel it's weird to buy them because they're supposed to be molded after a girl.
After somebody, yeah.
But they also came out with friends who were just like not knockoffs, but they were just like artist samples and like ones that were made just to be
Right.
whatever.
She always wanted to be the model on the magazine where you got to have the doll that looked just like you.
Yes.
That was her goal. She wanted to be the model. Didn't happen.
Yeah, it did not, sadly.
No, but it's true. I don't really buy them if I see them. I mean, this is my only doll because she's my mini-me. I mean, I would feel weird getting somebody else's mini-me.
Yeah.
And I feel sad for the doll. Why didn't your mommy want you?
Well, and some were made just to be dolls, like they weren't mini-me's, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then the ones that don't have all the wire articulation. And then the babies.
yeah, and like the toddlers or
I always
whatever.
wanted to get one of the babies for your brother.
Mhm.
And then they came out with the boy at the end.
At the very end.
And I wanted you to get that too.
So, you know, definitely check them out if you don't have one and you don't mind that maybe it was molded after an actual person. Then go for it, give it a new home. They are quite nice. Just make sure it's articulated because I feel like those are the ones to get. They did make some that were unarticulated, and what's the point?
Right.
So, definitely look at them.
And there is a Facebook group that's for my twin people. That
Mhm.
and they have zillions of my twins. They will show you in pictures, really cool ones. And
Yeah.
they even, I have people that will hunt out the original artists and have somebody work on a doll again. that wasn't done as well. And they tell you how to put eyes back in if your eyes have turned pink.
Yeah, if you need to replace those.
That they gotta find an easier way to do that. That one just looks very painful.
Yeah, it does not look fun. But that is about it. Do you have any My Twins? Let us know what you have. Do you have one that looks like you? Did you find it secondhand? Let us know. Let us know what other dolls you think may fit some of these accessories or the clothing, because you never know, someone may be looking for it. And I guess we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.